baskets. So we have, because it has quite a few buckets on the Spectra, we're able to set up our HPS stain in 3 separate protocols, so we can run it so that it knows to only use the reagents for 100 slides. It flags, we switch out either our alcohols, toluenes, or the stains that it requires, set by the instrument, so we know that it's not, doing 500 dips, 500 slides in an alcohol. We switch it out every 100 slides. And then in the cover slipping, we don't do anything. It's just totally automated cover slipping, so the reagent is fresh and the cup slips fresh for every slide.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's our process.
That's a lot. I have another question to the baking of the slides. So
yes.
Can you remember what is the temperature and the duration you use to bake the slides prior staining?
Yeah, we're at 60 degrees for 10 minutes. That's the protocol on the stainer. If at the end of the day we're not going to get everything loaded, we bake the slides at 40 degrees for an hour. And then it goes on 60 degrees for an hour. And then the next morning it would go on the stainer with a no heat protocol.
Okay. So that means you use a lab oven, a stainer
yes.
oven as well as the lab oven.
That's right, yeah.
And
the stainer has like an onboard oven, yeah.
Okay, so in the stainer you have 10 minutes with 60 degrees, and if you use the lab oven, you do 1 hour, 60 degrees, 1 hour.
Yes.
Okay. So, yes. I'm sorry, just writing. Okay, so how often are reagents in the stainer exchanged? I noted every 100 slides. Is that
about
correct?
every 100 slides for the alcohols. The hematoxylin, we use hematoxylin, phylloxene, and saffron because we do a 3-color strain. And they would not necessarily be totally changed. They may just be dumped back into the filter, and then that same reagent would be used, but it would be fresh filtered reagent, but not necessarily fresh reagent. And then every night our stainer is we start fresh every morning. So it doesn't matter how many slides, whether it's only 10 slides that went through the last batch of reagent or not. Come the morning, they're all fresh again.
Okay. So all other reagents every morning, not depending on how many slides. Mm-hmm.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so did you ever conduct cross-contamination studies to find out more about frequency and point of occurrence?
Not really a study. I mean, other than just we monitor the contamination rate as we have report prints off every day. If there's any of those, we call it a cross-contamination, it's considered a stain, because our pathologists order all their own stains. If they wanted an IHC, they would order it themselves. So they just order this fake stain for investigation, and it prints daily to our senior technologists if there is any ordered.
All right. So thank you. Then now we're coming to almost to the last section.
Okay.
This is about the stainer purchase. So when you were buying last stainer, what was the main purchasing criteria or the main purchasing criteria? So what was most important to the least important?
Okay, the most important thing for us was that we had to be able to do an HPS stain. So a lot of the stainers can only do H&E. So that's because we do a tricolor oversight stain. We had to have it adaptable to be able to do an HPS. So that's our number one. So that limits the purchase quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.